This family looks like they've completely forgotten what a normal night's sleep is. In the footage, you can see a mother and her children sleeping on the floor. Everything seems harmless until the house starts behaving in a very strange way. At first, it all looks almost innocent. A child's rocking horse begins moving on its own, but the woman reacts as if this is something totally normal. She simply puts the toy back in place and closes her eyes again. But just a few seconds later, the horse starts moving once more. Then something suddenly flies out of the sink. At this point, the woman finally snaps and jumps up. However, after a moment, she calms down and lies back down. But the second she settles in, a loud noise comes from the kitchen, as if some kind of appliance has turned on. Okay, now it's not funny anymore, but things only get worse. The house seems to completely lose control and turns into a full-blown horror show. And here comes the final touch. Something truly creepy appears from inside the wall. The creature looks like it's watching them. After that, there's no way anyone could fall asleep again. What do you think, staged or real? Let me know in the comments. Usually, the scariest thing in a barber shop is the price. But in this salon, something genuinely disturbing happened. One of the employees was calmly sitting at the front desk when he suddenly jumped up from his chair.
Oh, oh, hell to the no. Hell no. Did you just, no, hell no. There's some crazy shit going on up in there.
Guys, calm down. You're right to the shop.
Okay, well, guys, that shit right there, just move. Just, oh, fuck. Hey, hey.
He told everyone that the blue apron hanging on one of the chairs had started moving on its own, as if something invisible had sat on it. The others thought he was just overheating and didn't take him seriously. But later, when they reviewed the security camera footage, they realized he had been telling the truth. Even worse, they noticed something else. The mannequin head sitting on a shelf suddenly turns, as if something is controlling it. And no, this definitely wasn't caused by a draft. Since then, many people are convinced that something paranormal lives in this barber shop, and a lot of customers now avoid the place. Another short, but extremely creepy video. It was recorded by a girl named Rachel, who was lying in bed chatting with her friend on Snapchat. At one point, she decided to make a silly video for her friend, but she could never have imagined what would appear in the footage. In the reflection, you can clearly see a tall, dark figure standing right next to her bed. The creature looks unnaturally thin, stretched out, and clearly not human. When Rachel realized what she had captured, she was absolutely terrified. She is convinced it was something evil, and now she sleeps in a different room. An abandoned places explorer and part-time vlogger went out to investigate another abandoned location. This time, it was a school in Cleveland, USA, built in 1920 and closed in 2011. The building is now in terrible condition, and according to locals, it may be haunted.
The decay is crazy.
While walking through the ruined hallways, the creator hears strange sounds in the distance. Then, at the end of one of the corridors, a dark figure can be seen quickly disappearing around a corner. It seems the vlogger didn't even notice it. He continues exploring, and about 30 minutes later, he comes across the scariest thing he has ever experienced in an abandoned place. He finds a door with a sign that says "Do not enter," but, as you might expect, he ignores the warning and goes inside. In the middle of the room is a desk with a chair, and on both sides are two passageways. The left is blocked with furniture, and the right is covered with a yellow sheet. Naturally, he decides to look behind it, and at that exact moment, a chilling scream is heard. The blogger, terrified, runs away, and that was likely the end of his exploration. In the comments, viewers argue about who or what it could have been. Some are sure a homeless person was hiding there. Others believe he encountered something paranormal. The next video is one of those that can literally make you choke from fear. It was filmed on a cheap, low-quality camera, just for fun. A group of friends were hanging out in an abandoned building somewhere in Japan, a place locals call the haunted house. They're laughing, joking, having a good time, but the fun doesn't last long.
マジ人住んでたよこれ。いやこれやばくない？でなんか普通に転がってんじゃんいろいろ。タバコとか転がってる人見たことないもん。もうやだもうやめよう。いいって飛んなくて。怖っ。いいよ。早く早く。怖っ。これやばいよ。やめてやめてやめて。いいってマジ。やばいやばいやばい。この部屋。うわやばい。本当にやばい。いいよやめよう。何この部屋。文字ばっかじゃん。やめく。何これ。やばいよこれ。何これ。超不気味なのいっぱい書いてるよ。何。壁一面。もういいよ。いやこの部屋マジやばい。何だったんだろう。うわー何これ。うわーやばい。うわー。セラス。もう寝よう。寝よう。おいおい。ちょっと首。うわ
After that, the guys run out in pure panic. The mannequin seems to come to life, but what is really happening is still unclear. One YouTuber shared a disturbing video in which, according to him, an unknown creature attached itself to his goat and appeared to be sucking its blood. Pay close attention to the animal's stomach. What is that thing? Later, they tried to chase the goat, but it keeps running away.
Y miren ahora, miren lo que pasa cuando se le quita de esa. Vean, ahí en ese punto
After a while, the strange parasite detaches and quickly crawls off.
Mírenlo, ahí va, véanlo. Mírenlo.
Some people in the comments claimed it was some kind of water spirit found only in Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. And since this is definitely not any animal known to science, I'm left with only two options. Either this is truly something mystical, or we were fooled once again with editing. It was around 4 a.m., but the church was completely full. Tina had no choice but to take one of the few available seats outside the building. She was sitting quietly when she suddenly noticed something strange on the other side of the fence.
Pamisa sa kalag ni Monsilo ang nagpamisa, Rosti Kumahan.
Tina is normally a skeptic, but her viewers are convinced she accidentally captured a ghost. In the video, you can clearly see a blurry figure, as if from another world. But the most interesting part is how it disappears just as suddenly as it appears. What do you think, something supernatural, or does Tina just need a better phone? One guy was walking through a remote forest, enjoying nature, when he suddenly felt like someone was watching him. When he turned around, he saw a black figure behind a tree, unlike any known creature. After zooming in, he was shocked. It was a skinny shadow with a terrifying mask instead of a face. He has no idea what it was, but managed to film a little before running away. He posted the clip online hoping someone could explain what he encountered. But besides the theory that it was staged, no other explanations were offered.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
In this disturbing TikTok video, viewers were left confused by a mysterious figure filmed on the roof of a skyscraper.
¿Alguien me puede explicar qué carajo es eso? ¿Qué puñeta es ese cabrón es Batman? Mira. Cabrón, si él abre las manos, vete pa'l carajo. Ese cabrón sale en gana. No, vete pa'l carajo, cabrón, no te creo.
The footage was recorded from a nearby building and shows a dark shape wrapped in what looks like black rags. At first, it seems like the figure is floating at the very edge of the roof. But when you look closer, it becomes clear. It isn't flying, it's standing there, as if watching something below. The eerie nature of the clip sparked huge debates. As always, some say it's fake, while others believe it could be something supernatural. While testing a new camera in the woods, a photographer noticed something strange through the lens. From behind the trees, a massive figure slowly appeared, with gigantic wings and a scaly body. The creature looked like a real dragon, as if it had stepped out of a fantasy story. Despite the distance, the photographer felt as though the creature was searching for something. It remained visible for only a few seconds before vanishing into the thick forest. Recently, a strange and creepy video surfaced online and quickly terrified many people. A woman was calmly cooking in her kitchen when someone suddenly grabbed her hair and threw her to the floor. But the problem is, no one else is visible in the frame. Rumors say that ever since her mother-in-law died, unexplained things have been happening in that house. Supposedly, her spirit is responsible for the chaos, showing who is still in charge. And that's not all. If you look closely at the reflection in the window at the moment it happens, you can spot a faint shadow of a figure standing right behind her. Coincidence, or an angry spirit from the other side trying to put her in her place? Let me know what you think. This clip was uploaded to YouTube not long ago and quickly went viral. It was recorded by a door security camera at the entrance of a home in the United States. A strange visitor slowly walks up the porch and gets closer to the door. And the closer it gets, the more unsettling it becomes. When the figure reaches the door, you can see its unnaturally long fingers. But the scariest part is its eyes. Just look at them. When it leans into the camera, you can also see that its face lacks normal features like a nose or mouth. After posing for a moment, the creature walks away into the night, leaving all the neighborhood dogs barking behind it. So what was it? A witch? An unknown monster? Or just a costume? Either way, I wouldn't open the door to a visitor like that. Another creepy and unexplained video filmed inside a home. After a series of strange events, a family began to suspect their house was haunted. Footsteps in empty rooms, unexplained voices. But the scariest moment came when a girl noticed something strange in the room next to her brother. Warning, the quality is terrible. You can barely make out a strange black shadow appearing. And even though the image is blurry and dark, the sense of something evil is still there. When she sees it, she freezes in fear, then has a panic attack. How it all ended is unknown. But let's hope the family found answers and the ghost no longer bothers them. Another frightening video appeared online on April 24, 2023. It was recorded by a security camera inside a house. The footage shows a family sitting at the kitchen table watching TV, but suddenly, something truly horrifying appears. A woman enters the kitchen in a very strange state, moving in a completely unnatural position. At first, the family seems not to notice her, but when she gets closer, They suddenly jump up and run away screaming. It's hard to say what is really happening here, but the original description claims the woman was possessed after watching a horror movie. Honestly, that sounds like nonsense, and it feels like we were simply being fooled. Social media in Singapore was recently shaken by a disturbing video that blurred the line between reality and illusion. The clip first appeared on YouTube in February and shows a frightening encounter between a night shift bus driver and a mysterious passenger. The bus is already parked at the depot, and the driver is about to finish his shift when he notices something strange. On the screen, a person in dark clothing appears to be sitting on the upper level.
Tengok ni Okey, kat atas ni ada orang kan.
However, when the driver goes upstairs to check, no one is there.
Sial kan, tak ada orang kan. Nak bawa dia ke sini. Okey mak betul lah.
Despite this, the figure continues to appear on the monitor, calmly sitting in the same spot. This bizarre contradiction sparked intense debate. Many users are convinced the footage shows a real ghost. The next video is short, but no less terrifying. A man noticed something strange in his sink while washing his face. A long, black hand suddenly reached out of the drain. It looked like it was trying to grab someone, but he reacted just in time. What was that? No one really knows, so share your theories in the comments. This strange video caused a lot of buzz online. It starts with a bat flying into a man's apartment. But that's only the beginning. The worst part comes next. In the footage, the man tries to catch it by throwing a blanket over it. For a moment, it looks like he succeeds. But the second the fabric covers the bat, it instantly transforms into something huge. Shocked, the man and the person filming run away screaming.
Let's go back, let's go. Oh no, it's right now! Ah!
What happened next remains unknown, so what is it, clever editing or a real vampire? As always, it's up to you to decide.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
A video from the distant 2000s, on the footage of which truly mysterious events take place. It all started when a guy rented a house and one evening heard some strange noises. He decided to climb up to the attic and record everything on camera, and when he got upstairs, the noise suddenly stopped. That was exactly the moment when he decided to leave the camera inside for a while and go back downstairs himself, and here is what was captured. After that, the guy decides to take the camera and find out what exactly was making the noise while he was downstairs. And you know, he really shouldn't have done that. In all this chaos, for just a split second, you can notice someone's head appearing from behind the stored, with a pale face and long hair, which naturally terrifies the guy, and he runs downstairs. How the story with this ghost ended is unknown. Let me remind you that the video was shot back in the 2000s. If this is actually real, then I think this is a pretty good reason to look for another place to live, and I'm sure the guy did exactly that. A woman simply decided to film how she skillfully rolls balls into the holes. But, instead, the camera captured something extremely creepy and disturbing. Let's take a look.
Oh my god! Did you see? Ah! What? What happened? What happened to you? Mom! Can you not see? I know you fell off my chair! No, Yaku. But how the hell did the balls move? What the hell?
In the footage, you can clearly see how one of the balls suddenly moves from its place and hits the others, as if someone invisible struck it. The woman is in complete shock. But the scariest part is not even that, but the way her son suddenly shifts his attention to a dark hallway, where, judging by the look on his face, he just saw a ghost or something even worse. Everything looks extremely creepy, especially the boy's reaction. A creepy clip from TikToker Oscar Nunez once again caused a lot of buzz online. The video was filmed by a camera in the living room back in 2019 and resurfaced with new force thanks to its dark content and terrifying backstory. Oscar said that everything started when his son, who was sleeping on the couch, ran into the room in tears and screaming. The boy claimed that someone was watching him from the hallway. The worried father checked the camera footage and saw something truly terrifying. If you slow down and brighten the video, you can notice a figure in the hallway that then suddenly disappears. But that was only the first warning sign. A few days later, Oscar came back home and discovered that the area around the house was swarming with flies. This strange detail made many people remember the legends about Beelzebub, one of the 7 princes of hell, known as the Lord of the Flies in demonology. An unexplained mass of flies is considered a sign of possible demonic activity. So what is it? Really, something supernatural? Or will there be more logical explanations? Share your thoughts in the comments. And now let's look at a video that was posted by one clearly terrified homeowner. According to him, something broke into his house late at night, and that something was definitely not human.
O que você quer aqui? Isso não pode ser.
In the footage, you can see a strange silhouette that moves in a jerky and unnatural way. The owner himself is still in shock and cannot understand what it is. It is also unclear how this figure even got inside, since all the doors and windows in the house were locked from the inside. Once late at night, a guy heard strange female crying on his balcony. Without thinking for long, he grabbed a camera and started recording.
ใครมาร้องไห้อยู่นะ
ได้ยินเสียงคนร้องไห้อ่ะเชี่ยใครวะ
Trying to find the source of the sound, he walks around the apartment, but suddenly hears knocking inside a closet. He slowly opens the door but finds no one there.
อะไรอ่ะเฮ้ยไปไหนวะ
As we can see, behind his back a mysterious female figure suddenly appears. The guy quickly turns around, but there is no one there. Who was it? A ghost or a girlfriend, deciding to prank him? Well, personally, I tend to believe in the second option. A popular Brazilian YouTuber Thiago Furacão, known for his crazy explorations of abandoned and mystical places, once again keeps viewers on edge. This time, he and his team are investigating a creepy house surrounded by a dark legend. According to local stories, this house holds a history of tragedy and revenge. They say that restless spirits live there. The first one is the spirit of a man who once sold sweets in the village, and the second is the spirit of a girl whom he allegedly hurt. This terrible act led to the girl's furious father taking revenge on his daughter's abuser. The filming, as always, took place at night, and the atmosphere around was getting more intense with every minute.
Tá trancado.
The team hears strange sounds inside the house. At some point, they notice something terrifying inside.
Caraca, mano. Thaís do céu!
Que foi?
It was a white face, staring at them from the darkness, but when they enter the building, they see that there is no one there.
Tá aqui, ó. Tá aqui. Tem alguém aí.
The key moment was when an unknown object suddenly flies at one of the team members.
Tem alguma coisa aqui. Ai!
Foi isso, Thaís?
Ai, minha cabeça!
O que foi?
Ai, aquilo ali, ó. Ai!
The aggression of what was happening forced the guys to end their investigation, because it is unknown what could have happened to them later.
Tem alguma coisa muito ruim lá, cara. Sua boca tá sangrando, cara.
This video attracted a lot of attention from viewers, and now many are eagerly waiting to see whether Thiago and his team will return to this house, and for now we can only guess what else might be hiding inside the walls of this creepy house. In the next clip, a man inspects an abandoned house where motion sensors went off at night. A homeless person broke in, and Benji's task, the one who is filming everything, is to find and kick him out. But the real nightmare is that Benji will face not only a homeless person,
Police!
This isn't your house, man. I know you're in there, man.
When the door started opening by itself, Benji immediately got tense. He was sure that it was the person he was looking for. But in reality, it turned out to be something else. In the end, the man blames everything on a draft, but exactly 1 week later, Benji uploads a new video that changes absolutely everything. He finds himself in the same house again, ready to meet the uninvited guest. He pulls out his phone to record it, but what ends up on camera is even more terrifying.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
In the frame, for just a fraction of a second, something dark flashes, but if you slow the video down and zoom in, you can notice an unknown figure standing in the room. It appears literally for a moment, but Benji notices it immediately, and when he looks there again, it is already gone. Also, if you noticed, the camera started glitching at that moment, as if picking up something invisible, and all of this happened right before the door started closing by itself. The guy admits that at first he thought it was the homeless person again, and that's why he rushed there to catch him, but when he went inside, there was no one there. To this day, Benji keeps wondering what it was, but now he is absolutely sure that it was definitely not human. Unfortunately, the backstory of this video is unknown, and believing that this is actually something paranormal is extremely hard. It is quite possible that this is all staged. But if you imagine yourself in the place of the cameraman who doesn't know what is in front of him, you could get really scared. In the eastern part of North America, there is a mountain system called the Appalachians, and this place is surrounded by a huge number of myths and legends, mostly creepy and dark ones. Disappearances of people and unexplained cryptids in these areas are a common thing, and now I would like to show you footage from security cameras installed in a ranger's cabin located deep in the remote and dark Appalachian mountains. A terrifying and apparently huge creature with glowing eyes peeks out from around the corner. Its limb looks like a pitchfork, and what scares people the most is its imitation of a dog barking, or maybe that is its real voice. Many people are sure that this is a skinwalker. And what do you think? I will find out by reading the comments.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
A father is filming his children in the backyard. At the moment when it is his daughter's turn, something very creepy appears in the frame. Take a look.
Hey, Dad, look at Carly.
Get up here, Carly! What the hell was that? The hell was that?
In the footage, you can clearly see how a creature, half hidden behind a garden bed, seems to reach toward the girl's face with its pale and bony hand. When the father calls out to his daughter, the creature suddenly pulls its hand back and disappears. The most interesting part is that when he comes closer to that spot, the creature is already gone. It vanished.
What? The hell was that?
What it was planning to do with this girl, we will never know, just like we will never know whether it was a real monster or a mom in a costume. A YouTuber with the nickname Chasing Darkness is a huge fan of abandoned places. Once again, he was sent the address of an abandoned house where, according to eyewitnesses, some crazy stuff is going on and possibly Satanists hang out there. During his first trip, the brave adrenaline seeker encountered a figure at the entrance, dressed all in black. Back then, the guy didn't dare to enter the abandoned house, but a week later he returned to this place again.
Oh my God, look. Yo. These little statues. It's like the demonic statues.
Right from the doorway, he was greeted by strange figures depicting Satan.
This is like, oh my God, yo. You guys know anything about this, let me know.
But the YouTuber still decided to go inside. The look of this abandoned place is, of course, extremely depressing. Everything is broken, torn, and destroyed. The first floor was checked, and it was time for the basement, but he was not destined to go down there. The guy didn't freeze or panic and quickly slipped into the bushes outside. After hiding for a bit, he continued filming and recorded this.
Oh, no. What the hell? Oh my God. Oh, look right there. No way. Just want me to peek. I don't think he saw me. What is he doing? Dude, that's a... No fucking way.
Overall, it's a pretty shady story with these Satanists, and what kind of horrors are happening in this abandoned house seems to be known only to the devil himself. Not much is known about this video, but honestly, even without context, it gives you chills.
Muhammad Rasulullah, Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, ya Allah, ya Allah, astaghfirullahaladzim.
In the footage, you can see a girl walking down the street at night and running into something strange and creepy. She notices that someone is standing behind a wooden board. But when she takes a step forward, that terrifying figure simply disappears. To be honest, TikTok is full of similar staged videos these days, especially with the rise of AI graphics. So it's quite possible that this is just another fake, but it still looks scary. A pretty creepy scene was filmed somewhere in Indonesia. In the footage, we see a couple in love hugging. Then a third character crawls into the frame, who is clearly interested in them. Slowly, the hugging turns into a small argument, which obviously prevents them from hearing that they are not alone. Meanwhile, I don't even know if it's a creature or a person. But it keeps getting closer and closer, but unfortunately, the video cuts off right there. I hope that someday a second part will come out, and we will find out who that third character really was.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
This video was recorded by a surveillance camera late at night, and it captured something extremely strange and frightening. Now pay attention to the cat walking by. At the exact moment the cat appears in the frame, you can notice an unusual shadow behind it. It looks as if someone is secretly watching it. The clip was uploaded to TikTok. She also shared another segment from her security camera. Look at the left side of the screen at the very beginning of the footage. If you watch closely, you may have noticed a faint ghost-like figure moving around her house. And the third clip is even more disturbing. It was recorded by a camera installed in Tammy's bedroom. One night, while she was asleep, the camera captured this. But that's not all. There are other recordings that show something unsettling moving around inside her home. So now tell me, what do you think is actually happening in Tammy's house? Share your theories in the comments. This video went viral in TikTok recommendations. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary clip, but can you notice something unusual? For a brief moment, a terrifying face appears over the girl's shoulder. This moment left viewers confused and sparked many theories about the origin of this strange creature. Those who dared to keep watching were shocked. This disturbing scene raises an unsettling question. Was it just a lighting trick, a prank, or something far more sinister? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. A TikTok user named Angel works in a tattoo studio and lives alone in Scotland. One day, while playing with her cat, she noticed a strange silhouette above the doorway. Frightened, she decided to record everything on her phone. And what she captured truly left people puzzled. Right behind the door to her room, you can see a pale human figure that appears to be watching her from above through the glass. Even her cat noticed it. Angel explained that her cat became extremely scared and stayed in the room for several hours. But when they finally decided to go outside, they found nothing. Later, while checking the property, they discovered a strange structure made of sticks or something resembling a totem near the house. She suggested it might have been used in some kind of ritual, which made her think she had encountered something paranormal. In the following days, she began to feel as if someone was watching her. The situation only got worse. Then she went to look for answers at a nearby cemetery and noticed shadows and strange figures observing her from the darkness. When she returned home, she found two slugs inside the house, as if someone had brought them in from outside, and the totem had been moved closer to the door. It seems that something does not want to leave her alone. Many viewers became worried about her and advised her to seek professional help. A curious incident captured on camera in a suburban house in Alabama caused intense discussion online. The video was uploaded by a user named Diver Jones. In the footage, we see something quite strange. Let's take a look. Apparently, the clips were recorded by a security camera installed in his friend's house, who was worried about possible theft by family members. While she was away, her friend decided to install cameras as a safety measure. However, what the camera captured shocked them. In a short 12-second clip, a mysterious glowing light appears on the staircase. The author couldn't figure out where this strange light came from. Is it just a reflection, or something more unexplainable? Some users pointed out that it looks like the light could be coming through an oval window from a nearby door, possibly caused by the headlights of a passing car. However, the homeowner insists that light has never entered that area or reflected on the stairs before. So this strange phenomenon remains a mystery. Maybe you have your own theories, share them in the comments. Recently, a mysterious video appeared on Instagram, posted by a user called Bein Forever. The footage, recorded by a surveillance camera in Nayarit, Mexico, shows something very unusual. A strange flying object quickly moves across the sky. Discussions immediately began, and many people assumed it could be evidence of extraterrestrial activity. The unusual glow and shape of the object sparked theories about a UFO encounter. Some attentive viewers noticed that the footage was recorded not far from a local airport. It's possible that the light was simply a passing airplane. Despite attempts to present it as a UFO, no convincing evidence has been found.
Okay, it's a gorgeous.
The sun and unidentified flying objects. This is another viral video that has been spreading rapidly on Instagram. It caused debate among viewers after an unexpected moment was captured during a live Skywatch 7 weather broadcast. In the footage, recorded in June 2018, you can see a sunset behind a meteorologist giving a weather forecast. However, sharp-eyed viewers noticed something strange in the background. Suddenly, an unknown object appears in the frame, confusing the news team. The meteorologist continues the forecast but is confronted with the unexpected appearance of a mysterious object in the sky. The incident sparked many theories, and many people suggested it was a UFO.
Andy's, I'll repost that one because I don't know what happened there. Anyway.
However, no solid proof has ever emerged, leaving room for alternative explanations. What do you think this strange object could be? Share your theories in the comments under this video.
Addison goes over. What do you think there was? What is it? There's another.
This video shows footage from surveillance cameras in a hotel located in one of the most famous haunted places in Britain. Now watch carefully. According to local legends, a supposed ghost named Jack the Sailor died over 100 years ago in nearby marshlands and is now said to haunt this establishment. In a recently released video, it appears that something knocks over a glass, fueling rumors of supernatural activity in the famous bar. The pub manager, Katie Marriott, admits that the place has long had a reputation linked to ghosts and attributes all strange incidents to Jack. She tells the story of his supposed death, describing him as a sailor who was killed in the marshes. Another camera recording shows that even more strange things are happening in the bar. A phone handset seems to fall on its own. Despite claims that Jack's spirit caused broken glass, skepticism still remains. Although the cameras supposedly capture his mischief, Katie also claims she has personally experienced unexplained events but does not give final confirmation of a ghost's presence. Legends about Jack have been passed down for generations, describing his nighttime walks through the hotel. But in reality, the pub is so famous for its hauntings that it even has a dedicated paranormal manager named Karen Bissett. Bissett recalls an incident involving a visitor who was terrified by unexplained object movements, suggesting the playful tricks of a mischievous spirit. A group of paranormal researchers from Britain also confirmed the hotel's haunted reputation, citing decades of eyewitness accounts. While the new footage adds intrigue, Kata and Paul remain skeptical, acknowledging the historical charm of the place and its appeal to ghost hunters. A Facebook user shared a mysterious video showing a strange scene unfolding on the streets of an unknown city in the Philippines. A driverless car moves aimlessly in circles. A brave passerby tries to stop the vehicle. So what do you think about this strange situation? Share your theories and thoughts in the comments. Red Anderson is a military medic. He says that strange and unexplainable things often happen at the medical center on the military base where he works. One night, Red was sending a message to his wife on Snapchat when suddenly something unexplainable appeared in the video.
But yeah, there's that. Anyway, I just had to check this email real quick. I'll be home in a sec, but that'll be crazy.
Did you notice it? On the other side of the hallway, above the door, a dark figure appeared, seemingly looking down. Something with two widely spaced eyes, and then it disappears. A strange sound can also be heard, which Red reacts to. There shouldn't have been anyone in the facility, so he went to investigate. Of course, he found nothing, but the strangest part is that his wife was the first one to notice the creature in the video. In June 2025, a man named Macimas Sanchez uploaded a terrifying video to his TikTok that will definitely make you feel uneasy. Many people are already afraid of funeral homes, but now it gets even worse. In the first video, Macimas explains that he often hears strange noises around his morgue, even though he is sure no one is there.
Tenemos rato escuchando ruidos aquí en esta zona. Si vemos, pues está solo. Y creemos que pues hay algo aquí porque pues se empiezan a mover así como que medio raro. Miren, 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 miren. Miren cómo se mueve, miren, 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 miren. Miren cómo se mueve. No hay nada. No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada. Está mi compañero, pero pues si vemos estamos solos.
But just a few seconds later, something happens that contradicts his words. Suddenly, a coffin begins to move, as if someone inside is pushing it, trying to escape. When Maximus goes to check, there is no one inside. This is without a doubt a disturbing moment, but his reaction makes people suspicious. Later, Maximus uploaded a second video filmed in the same morgue. This time, he panics even more and says he hears noises again.
Ahora sí, pinche que se ve que nada. Estoy solo a la chingada. Estoy solo. A la chingada. A la chingada. A la ve. No mames. A la chingada.
He repeats that he is alone, and at that exact moment something even more horrifying happens. Furniture and other objects begin to move and fall on their own. Maximus screams in panic and doesn't know what to do, but keeps recording. Some users suggested it could be drafts, air pressure, hidden strings, or even a carefully staged setup. But what do you think? Share your opinion in the comments. This video was filmed in China and shows a man entering an elevator on his way to work, but suddenly everything takes a frightening turn. The elevator makes a sharp metallic bang and then comes to a complete stop. However, something else was noticed in the footage. Did you notice? The reflection in the elevator doors. Something strange appears there, pale, resembling a hand, as if it were some kind of white finger. Some people said it looked like a ghostly mist that was seeping through a narrow gap between the elevator doors. But in any case, write what you think about this. Is this really something paranormal, or is there a logical explanation for it? It's up to you. When a man was walking through a park in South Korea, he noticed a strange woman sitting on a bench. He thought she might need help and came closer, but when he leaned in, he realized he had made a mistake. When the woman lifts her head, the expression on her face looks truly terrifying. Her appearance resembled that of someone who was possessed. Then, the woman starts chasing the man, and in the end he runs away. What do you think is happening to this woman? Is she possessed by something demonic, or does she just have serious psychological issues? I'd be really interested to hear your opinion. Write in the comments.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
This video was uploaded by a TikTok user named Leslie, whose life changed after one dark incident. At first, it looked like a normal evening. During the recording of a makeup tutorial, something suddenly happens in the room that makes her realize she is not alone in the house.
The cutest little Santa Claus yesterday.
While Leslie was doing her makeup and talking to the camera, something was moving in the doorway behind her. A scary face appears in the frame, as if it is watching the girl. But then it instantly disappears. Since Leslie lives completely alone, there was no explanation for who or what could have been watching her. What do you think? Share your theories in the comments. This photograph was taken during what was supposed to be a joyful and happy reunion in Indonesia. A man was traveling with his wife and visited his relatives after a long separation. To remember this moment, they decided to take a group photo. Everyone gathered together, smiling at the camera, not even suspecting that something strange could happen on such an ordinary day. The family looks completely calm and poses for a typical picture, but in the darkest area behind them, there was something else. You can see a dark, hooded figure staring directly at the family with glowing eyes. It seems like the creature is watching them very closely, almost not moving at all. And what makes this situation even more disturbing is that none of the family members noticed anything unusual in the photo until they looked at it later. Only then did they realize that there was another uninvited guest in the picture. According to everyone involved, none of them could explain what that hooded figure with those white, glowing eyes actually was, and to this day, no one in the family knows who or what was captured in that photograph. The next video was uploaded by a TikTok user named Rodriguez. He and his friends made a discovery that made them question everything they thought they knew about the supernatural. The group was driving on a highway in the United States when they noticed an abandoned laboratory near the road. They became curious about this place, which had been used as a filming location for a popular TV series, so they decided to go inside and just look at what they found there.
Fucking told you! You thought it was crazy! There's
It's
no
moving,
one
I can see it.
there.
It's closing.
Oh! It completely shut. God, that guy rolling out the window. It completely shut. The car is started.
Did she see it? She didn't.
God.
Oh my god. Oh my
Look,
god. Look, it's opening again.
Wait, get on me, get on me.
Somebody record this.
I am.
This is paranormal experience.
What the fuck? There's no wind either. Like, you can just look at the trees right now. They're not moving at all.
Completely abandoned. No wind. There's nothing in there.
Like, you can look at the plants, the tree, nothing is blowing. It's
Alright.
just opening.
There's no
crazy.
explanation for that. It's also so irregular that it can't be. Like
It's opening.
paranormal.
It's opening. It's opening. No.
No, it's opening fast and wide.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Oh my
That's the
God.
widest it's opened.
That fast too.
What is that?
It's opening and closing.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna need to send me that
You're
video.
filming this? Okay, thank God.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I need to know the history of this place.
Is that a person?
Yeah, we're gonna save ourselves. Don't worry.
What is that?
What is what?
Do you see that? Look at my phone. Definitely something moving inside. No, I see it. What is that? I see
Is
it.
that a person?
Is that a person?
Why does that looks like a person? I'm looking at JC's phone. It looks like a fucking
it looks like a
person in there.
person.
I'm looking at his phone. It's literally a figure. It's here.
No, I see
You're
it.
recording
I
that,
see
right?
it. I see it.
Okay, so you could play back and show you guys.
Oh shit. Okay. Well. Okay. I see it. Please put the window up. I see it. It's a dark figure. It's a dark figure. It's a dark figure. It's a dark figure.
We're
I
driving
don't
away.
that.
Ooh,
Please.
brakes are on.
Please. I see a dark figure moving.
Oh my God.
Through the phone screen, they saw motionless dark figure inside the laboratory. The mysterious creature seemed to be watching them from the abandoned building, standing completely still and silent, without making any movements. Horrified by what they saw, the group decided to leave immediately. And now the question is, what did they actually see, and why did the door move? Was it the ghost of someone who died in that laboratory, or was it something completely different and more sinister guarding this abandoned place? Write in the comments what you think about this.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.